What's up guys, it's Lion. Today I'm gonna show you another deck profile. It's not a meta deck, which is kind of nice to show because I don't want to do like the other guys, like show you a Blackwing deck. Hey people, this is a Blackwing deck. The only way you can compare two Blackwing decks is by the side deck, so it means a lot. Today I'm gonna talk about Hopeless Dragon deck. Why is it hopeless? I don't know. I didn't get that part. I know it's called Hopeless Dragon or something. Anyway, it's an easy deck. Pretty fun to play actually. You just swarm your opponent with 3000 beaters and stuff like that. And it's a dragon deck, so it's cool. I like the concept of this deck. So, start with the monsters. 3 Red Eyes, Darkness, Metal Dragon. This guy's pro. You can't have a dragon deck without this guy. 3 different Blue Eyes White Dragon, because three of one kind is not as pro as 3 different Blue Eyes. He's also pretty easy to summon with Red Eyes Darkness and All Dragon, obviously, and you can easily get him in your hand with this baby, the White Stone of Legend. Goes into the grave, go fetch a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Three Totem Dragons. This guy acts as 2 tribute for a dragon, and it can special summon itself during the standby phase, like a Treeborn Frog. The thing is that you can only do that if you have only dragons in your deck, in your graveyard, sorry. And once it's removed from the field, it's removed from play after using its effects. It's a pretty good card, honestly. It's pretty easy to get your good dragons out, like this guy, Light and Darkness Dragon. Light and Darkness doesn't have any super role to play. It cannot be special summoned, but just rake faces. And at worst, you should always have a Blue Eyes or something in your grave, waiting for this guy to just special summon it after he dies, which is cool. Red Eyes Wyvern to fetch your Darkness Metal Dragon easily. You got 2. He's a good beater, 1800, which is good for a card that just beat things up. Quakimeru Drago, 1900 beater. He prevents special summon from light and dark, so while he seems to be a pain for you, he's more of a pain for your enemy, because a lot of stuff that screws you up are light or dark. Hey cat. He's a 1900 beater, and he dies if you don't have another dragon in your hand to show off, which you will always have. I've never seen this guy die because you didn't have any dragon in your hand. Dibris Dragon, pretty cool guy. Easy access to synchros, easy access with Totem Dragon, with Stone. He's good. Prime Material Dragon, because you don't want to get screwed by stuff like Dark Hole and stuff like that. Tribuka Moon. Tribuka Moon is good. Tribuka Moon is mandatory if you play 3 Wild Decrees. 3 cards of consonants. I might reduce this to 2, because I've had it a lot of times where it was a dead draw. Mostly because once you activate Future Fusion in this deck, suddenly your number of targets is drastically reduced. The targets for this card are Dibris Dragon and White Stone of Legend. I think that's it, which is 5 in total. So I don't know, I prefer using my Dibris Dragon to make some plays, so I'll probably remove this to 2. 3 trade-in, because you have a lot of level 8 monsters and easy access to Blue Eyes White Dragon. You will always use this card. It never really was a dead draw. 2 Mysticals, because Mysticals, it's great. Foolish, to get your totem in the grave, to get whatever you need in the grave. Dark Hole to blow stuff up. Future Fusion, quite the core of this deck, to be honest, because you have access to this badass 5-headed dragon. 5-headed dragon honestly is a bonus, because to be honest, Future Fusion lets you drop 5 cards into the grave, and you can drop stuff like Red Eyes Wyvern, Red Eyes and Darkness Metal Dragon, White Stone of Legend, Totem Dragon, or whatever. And at the end of your turn, you can remove Wyvern to special summon a Red Eyes, stuff like that. It's pretty good. Dragon decks without discards also suck, to be honest. Now for the trap. Notice that I don't use Dragon's Mirror. I like the card. I just didn't have time to change this deck. It works really great. But Dragon's Mirror, beside Future Fusion, what am I saying? Anyway, it's a good card, Dragon's Mirror, but the only target that I have is this guy, so 5 dragons removed from play. If I use this card, I prefer to switch into a Synchro Dragon, which I don't have. 3 Royal Decrees to block stuff. Torrential, Mirror Force, and Bottomless. I might remove this card. The problem with this deck is that you can't, by any means, you have a lot of problems dealing with invincible monsters like Spirit Reaper, Marshmalloon, Armor Master. Armor Master fucks shit up. The only way you have to destroy him is with Dark Hole, and that's about it. So yeah, that's why this deck. I haven't played a lot with this deck on KCVDS, but this is actually my girlfriend's deck, which I made. But it's pretty powerful. In one turn, you just bloop 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 bloop. Pretty easy OTK. Well, maybe not OTK, but pretty good plays. There is an extra deck, but it's all staple stuff. Don't forget Iron Chain Dragon. And there's a lot of funny, good plays that you can do with this deck. Like I said, it's a fun deck. It's not competitive, in my opinion. That's about it. I like the deck. It's fun to play. You will have a lot of dead draws though in this deck, so that's why I want to remove 1 card of Consonant. But the draw power in this deck is pretty high, with 3 trade-ins and 3 to be 2 cards of Consonants. So getting Future Fusion isn't that hard. But like I said, be careful of invincible enemies, invincible monsters, because you don't have any means to get rid of them. I wanted to. You have some access to level 7 with Black Rose Dragon, but it costs a lot to just get rid of an invincible monster. But beside that, this deck is pretty good. If they don't have it, they probably just get whooped. I might post another video today if I have time. I will not show a video of this deck with duels and stuff like that, because first of all, it's not really my deck, and second, because I don't have time. Sorry. I still haven't found anyone to play with, because that's it. I had a pretty good duel today with my Absolute Zombies, and it ended with a fiasco where we hard overruled for like 5 minutes. So I was like, fuck this, I won't show that. So that's about it. Have a nice day. Lion out. See you in a few.